Good.
In DC because I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute, so I feel though this will help.
Is it gonna be a rematch, or y'all still working on it, or what's the plan?
It's gonna be a rematch.
GervontaDavis is locked in, training hard for his rematch with Lamont Roach. He's staying sharp, focused, and ready to remind everyone why he's one of the best in the game.
I'm from Baltimore. He's not from DC. That's what I learned. I thought he was from DC too. DC my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
GervontaDavis is in the gym, perfecting his shots with precision, moving like a ninja in the ring. In the heart of the DMV, he's putting on a show with slick techniques, sharp counters, and lightning-fast reflexes.
GervontaDavis, the gymnast.
Tank Davis is putting in serious work, sparring hard, and showing off slick moves and sharp footwork. He's gliding around the ring, slipping punches with ease and firing back with power. Every step is precise, every shot is clean, showing that his speed, skill, and ring IQ are on a whole different level.
Oh, stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Tank Davis is hammering the heavy bag with powerful punches, each one full of aggression and purpose. He's training like a man on a mission, determined to bring that same intensity to the rematch. Every strike reflects his focus. He's locked in, ready to dominate, and prove his greatness all over again. Renowned boxing analyst Teddy Atlas has praised Tank Davis for his impressive composure in the ring. He points out that Davis never rushes or lets frustration get the best of him. Instead, he stays calm, studies his opponent, and strikes at just the right moment. This kind of patience is rare for a power puncher, setting Davis apart in the sport. Atlas has called him a complete fighter, highlighting his ability to box at all ranges, counter with precision, and deliver knockout shots when it counts. His unpredictable style makes him tough to prepare for, and Atlas believes Davis is one of the most well-rounded fighters in boxing today.
He's going to try to get to us, but we're going to frustrate him. He doesn't get frustrated. He takes his time. He's deliberate. A lot of times at the beginning, people thought he was just a seek and destroy missile. They thought he was just a guy that got to you, and they thought that he would get over anxious. He don't get over anxious. He takes his time. He slowly crosses closes those gaps, inch by inch, step by step, and then he gets to you.
Davis has proven he can adapt his strategy based on who he's facing. If he needs to apply pressure, he can do it. If boxing from the outside is the better move, he's got that covered too. His ability to switch styles mid-fight makes him one of the most dangerous and unpredictable fighters in the ring.
He can set traps. He can use his legs to move around a little bit and wait for the right spot, the right entry point to come in with a dangerous guy. He can do it all, and he can figure it out on the fly with the cerebral part I'm talking about, right? And he's at his prime. See, that's the key. That's the part you got to put in there. He's at his prime.
Teddy Atlas explains that GervontaDavis' style is all about gaining control step by step. He doesn't rush in or try to overwhelm opponents early. Instead, he takes his time, carefully breaking them down. He's not reckless. Every move is calculated. As Atlas says, Davis slowly sets things up before landing the final shot. This blend of patience and power makes him a serious threat in any fight. Atlas believes Davis is at the peak of both his physical and mental game right now. With his experience, confidence, and all-around skill set, Davis has what it takes to dominate anyone in his division. His performances prove he's more than just a knockout puncher. He's a complete fighter who can handle any challenge.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love that. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like, bang, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't. And that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of our time.
Davis takes his training seriously, often adding late-night sessions to his routine. He believes training at night boosts his endurance and gets him ready for real fight conditions. During these sessions, he focuses on movement, strength, and precision, making sure he's in top shape when it's time to step into the ring.
Some people just go away and be...
But you specifically?
Me? First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside. So I just be in the gym and home.
For a very, very big moment, what is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7 and get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running in.
During training, Davis shows off his amazing punching power. His work on the heavy bag is intense, with every punch landing hard and precise. The sound of his powerful shots fills the gym, reminding everyone of the knockout force he has in both hands. Davis is leaving nothing to chance as he prepares for his rematch against Lamont Roach. He's focusing on sharpening his timing and accuracy, knowing that Roach has studied his style. This rematch is personal for Davis, and he's determined to prove he's the better fighter. Lamont Roach has officially confirmed the rematch, and he's coming back stronger and more focused than before. He feels the first fight didn't go his way and is determined to set things right this time. His training is all about correcting what went wrong last time. Even after moving up in weight, Roach is confident he can stand up to Davis's power. He's studied Davis closely, knows his weak spots, and plans to use them to his advantage. Unshaken and ready, Roach believes he has what it takes to pull off a big upset in the rematch.
I don't know what the just happened. You're a referee. You're biggest. You should have seen what the going on. Why I would have, if I'm in the corner, I'm erratic in between rounds. What was your feeling in between rounds when you seen that?
We was going off. My assistant coach, Ben Johnson, he was going off on him. Hey Steve, the fuck wrong with you? He was cursing him out and everything. He was like, that was a fucking knockdown.
Yeah,
He just stood off and waved us off, and he was like,
Yeah, because for me, one person would have been having to deal with Lamont, and the other nigga been the whole
yeah,
60
that's how it
seconds.
was. I was dealing with him,
with
and my man Ben was dealing with the rough.
Right.
We got his attention along with the low blows as well. I was like, how many low blows you gonna let us hit us with? Before you take a point. And then he finally warned him like in the 11th round.
That's crazy. Is there anybody in boxing media or media in general, because nobody picked you guys to win at all. Nobody. I mean, I seen you guys go on promotional tours from whether it was boxing podcast to the Breakfast Club. Nobody picked you guys to win. Like, when you get a second, you grab me a water. Sorry. And is there anybody that you got, I know because it's more than one person, but is there anybody, thank you, that you took personal out of all the interviews that you did? Is it one or two people or three people that you be like, this right here, everybody else, but I want to prove this one person wrong?
It's not necessarily that I wanted to prove them wrong, so I wanted everybody to shut the for real.
Yeah.
Like, but I already said it. Two-Tone, the big bald that got the beard that talk everybody. Two-Tone, the Showbiz. He already apologized to both of them. Apologized though,
right?
But they were dead wrong. They was dead. And I don't know if y'all know him or y'all familiar with him, but this one Southpaw TV, he be in my team.
Both fighters and their teams want the rematch to happen as soon as possible. The controversy from their first fight has kept the rivalry intense, and delaying the rematch would lose the momentum. Fans are eager to see who truly comes out on top. Having the rematch later this year would keep the excitement alive and build on the buzz from their first fight. In boxing, timing is everything, and this fight should happen while the hype is still strong.
You train 6 weeks before the fight, and Floyd Mayweather messed these boxers up thinking that they can only train 6 weeks before the fight and then they'll be good. Y'all remember when Floyd said that? Give me 6 weeks, I'll beat him. And all these fighters adapted to that. Give me 6 weeks, I'll beat him. Only one that haven't adapted to it, I have to give them props where props is due, is Terrence Crawford.
Boxing analyst Showbiz The Adult has highlighted that Roach's experience from the first fight will be a big advantage in the rematch. Now that he knows what to expect from Davis, Roach can adjust his game plan better. He spent time studying Davis's habits and is working on how to counter his power and movement. Understanding Davis's style gives Roach a better chance to prepare for different situations in the fight.
Y'all explain to me how the hell that wasn't a knockdown. That was a knockdown, period. He took a knee for the break. That's a knockdown. You can't pump fake a knockdown. Everybody would be pump fake and knocked down. Y'all gonna be like, Tank was smart for that. You can't take a knee, pump fake a knockdown, and then walk to your corner in the middle of the round and scream for a towel, and they wipe you down, and there's gonna be y'all saying some disgusting shit. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, Tank can do what he wants, because Tank, yo, hey, listen, we ain't got that kind of time, dog. You can't do that, bro. If any part of your body other than your feet touch the canvas following a landed shot is a knockdown. Who is fixing the fights now? Oh, shit.
If Devin your God, y'all gotta pay me now. I gotta get the knockout. If not, y'all gonna give it to him.
Who is fixing the fights now?
Many boxing fans believe Roach was unfairly treated in the first fight. They think he outboxed Davis and deserved to win the decision.
This is a secret Lamont Roach knows. Tank can go get you if you're running away, because Tank is very good at knowing the distance where he has most leverage on his punches. If you think about Mike Tyson is strange to say, but he wasn't great with his power when he was very close on the inside. Mike Tyson was a mid-range puncher. That's why Mike Tyson could go in from a distance and step in and knock you out. But when y'all close, Mike Tyson didn't really have all his power in there. Neither does Tank. So if you're backing up, Tank can go get you. Other than that, Tank has to counter you. That's how Tank knocked out Rody. That's how Tank knocked out Ryan Garcia. That's how Tank hurt Mario Barrios and started that shit, that snowball. That's how Tank knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. That's why Tank talked so much. He needs you punching.
Fans and analysts are demanding fair officiating for the rematch. They want a neutral referee who will judge the fight based solely on skill and performance, without any bias. Referee Steve Willis faced heavy criticism for his calls in the first fight. with many saying he favored Davis and affected the outcome unfairly. Roach's team has made it clear they don't want Willis to referee their rematch.
Obviously the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
Whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fuck around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on, ref.
Time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
No.
Pops, it's a no?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know how many
Coach Ben on him, man. He lucky he ain't running Coach Ben after that fight.
But look how many times he fucked the fight up though. Right. The knee, him going to the corner to get assistance, like, who knows? Not saying that they did any cheating shit or nothing like that. But like, he wiped his face with a towel. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do none of that. Right. That's a disqualification. You turned your back on the ref after you took a knee. Usually the ref will be like, all right, he don't want to fight no more. Fight's all.
After the first fight, Davis gave surprising excuses, even blaming his hairdresser for grease getting in his eyes. Fans found this odd and saw it as a way to explain his less-than-stellar performance. Many didn't like Davis's excuses, feeling he was avoiding giving Roach the credit he deserved. This also raised doubts about Davis's mindset going into the rematch.
We gotta talk about it. So Tank officially came out and says that he wants to put this rematch as early as May. Now, if that were to happen, Lamont Roach gets a second time to prove himself. Now, in my personal opinion, his stock has already risen. He is already notable. The fact that he went toe-to-toe with Tank on a decision that ended in a draw, whether he loses this second fight or not won't even matter. Because he's directly in line to go against the Keyshawn Davis, the Shakur Stevensons, and etc., the Devin Haney's, and etc. I can see him moving up and going against a Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia or somebody like that. So many people to fight. Lamont Roach has definitely proven himself. But let's talk about something else. And that is the hairstylist situation. In my humble opinion, I believe she should have been quiet. As a hairstylist, there was nothing for you to say. No fan in boxing was going to look at that and be like, I don't want her braiding my hair. No one would have said that. But she hurt herself when she came out and publicly made multiple claims, got all these receipts that no one needed, no one asked for, saying, oh, this had no grease or oil in it. No one cares. Nobody even believes it. Sometimes it's best to remain quiet. But you guys let me know in the comments. Should she have remained quiet, or should she have did what she did, which is spoke up? You let me know.
Fans expected Davis to easily dominate Roach since Roach moved up in weight. But Roach surprised everyone by holding his own and making the fight very competitive. This has made the build-up to the rematch even more exciting. Roach showed he can take Davis's punches and keep pushing forward, which has boosted his confidence knowing he can handle Davis's power in the next fight.
Nobody, and I repeat, nobody likes ties in a damn boxing fight, bro. A tie? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like around 8 or 9, that was going crazy. Like it was back and forth and everything, but like, come on now, stop it. Stop. Davis was supposed to get that fight, bro. He was supposed to win, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, who's ever in charge, bro, if it ends in a tie, y'all are going to immediately fight until somebody gets knocked out. Simple as that. Whoever falls first loses. It is that simple, bro. It is that simple. Because if they do a rematch and it's Lambert in this fight, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So you might as well fight immediately right after that. Like what are we doing? A tie? Cap. I call cap.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned and see you next time.